What is happening out there, everybody? Well, just taking a look and see what do we got going on here. So we did put our piece of crap car, I guess, as far as on the rollback. So she's sitting on there. We do have a couple of project cars in the deal here. At least we should. Last I checked. So yeah, we got our turbo special V8, got our BMW Pro car, and our. I guess I picked up one of these too, just for the heck of it. This was the special edition OT. Maybe see if we can get that thing maxed out, I guess, as far as on horsepower. Yeah, but I think that was the name of the game with that one. For now, though, we did get some work done, I guess, as far as on our non-wide body Hellcat. Got this running pretty good. Last I remember, there are couple cars, at least I guess as far as it'll beat this. But to be able to take some notes off of this one and be able to do something with this one as well. So this one's the wide body. Yeah, this one's the wide body. So other than that, I guess as far as that's about the only difference. As far as it gets the same base horsepower. What did we measure this one at anyway? Because I think we kept it relatively stock. Other than putting the performance transmission into it. I think that's all we've done to it. So we've measured this one at 856. So I don't think we put any other that I can remember, at least anyway. I think we might have put the performance throttle and the fuel. Okay, so we did put some fuel, some performance parts onto this deal. Got it to 856, and I think we're getting beats. I can't really remember. We might have to take that back over the track and feel her out again. So it's been a whole week, you know. So I think what we'll do is we'll work on this guy on our wide body. Obviously, it needs a little bit of work. So I don't think this one starts, if I remember right. I don't think she starts. In fact, I can tell just by doing one of these. Nope, so it ends in... Okay, so let's do an electrical test. Let's break this down and see what's going on with it. We did have some bad fuses in here. I'm going to pull all these out. And we'll get these all replaced and or fixed and so on and so forth. Put that fuse panel back in there. We'll get some new fuses and relays. And see if that's about all we needed. There we go. So that part's done. Let's see. So it was saying it wasn't complete. I'm trying to see what's missing on this. So the air emission plugs and all that stuff. I guess I'm just going to go ahead and just pull this engine. We're going to want to rebuild it anyway. But we do got that done at least. Let's go ahead and drain the oil. Probably what little is in there. This was also barn find, much the same as that one. And we'll probably keep this color the same. We'll be able to differentiate, I guess, as far as the wide body from the non-wide body. I think that'd be a good idea. Oh yeah, that one was nasty. What was in there? Let's do this. Now, let's dismantle the bottom end here. I did do, in the off stream, I guess, as far as played around with trying to get this X-pipe in here. What I tried to do is just get this part into, I guess, as far as the drag 69 Camaro. And, of course, you know, it doesn't line up, I guess, as far as with the downpipes that we've got here. So these are very specific in design, I guess, as far as for, yeah, so even with the standard, we could probably play around with this too, just to kind of show, but the way this downpipe works doesn't work, I guess, as far as with the other V8 engines. Very unique setup, I guess, as far as this Hellcat. Alright, let's get over a crane. So used to putting it on A, but we need it on B. Oh, yeah, girl. Move that out of the way. And there is... Yep, she's out of there. Alright, let's start breaking this Hellcat down. So, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of stuff we're going to have to replace on this thing, but We'll make it on her. We'll make her nice and green and 100%. This, yeah, we made point last time we worked on one of these, just how huge the supercharger is. The fact that I think it's pretty much got the intake and the supercharger all in one unit. Very unique design indeed. This block is in excellent shape in comparison to the other Challenger that we got from Bavar. Let's go get this fixed up. And there we go. All right. Sweet, let's get this back on the stand. Yeah, we'll get to looking at the car here in just a second. Let's get this crank back in there. And for pistons, I think we're going to go performance. Get those on the list. Go back to this store. Actually, hold on. We gotta go to this store. And we need these. Need 8 of them. But yeah, to show the car, we did get it last week, I guess, first. We just haven't worked on it till now. But this one's the wide body that we also got from a barn. We got this one for cheaper. I remember right. Yeah, we're in the hole right now because we took the engine out. Pretty much. But this one here we got cheaper with a better engine block than this one. This one we paid $58 for, and it had the not so good engine block into it. So it's kind of we kind of offset it, I guess, as far as by getting one good one over there, and then this one didn't have a good engine. No, we had to buy the new engine block for that guy. So I think we kind of did pretty good on it between the two of them. It kind of washes out a little bit as far as between what we spend on them. All right, let's go get these pistons to a 3-star. There we go. Let's get those in. Yeah, so we'll do that for the pistons, the heads, all that good stuff. Let's try doing this red, and we can kind of go from there. I kind of dig in maybe a little bit as far as having the black on the supercharger. Get what the red accents. Let's see here though. So if we go paint part, and where are my head covers? Right there. Let's see what we can do here. So it automatically puts it white too, I think. So there's that one. There's that one, and then there's this one. I think this will work out right there. Let's try that. That'll work. Alright, let's do the other one. Alright, let's go see how this looks. Paint's a little tacky yet. Yeah, I think we got it pretty close. Let's see how this looks. Oh, that looks slick. See, I think if we were to do the supercharger, same color, that'd be a little too much red. I think just the right amount of red makes it pop a little bit. Yeah, you can go too much overboard, I guess, as far as with it. And we'll just add some accent to it. I think this looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. I like it. So now we got to work on this guy. We'll get a performance filter. We're missing a clip. Yep, so we're missing a clip. New base, performance filter, 3-star, new cover. Okay, so there's our new air box. So as we know, I guess, as far as this has 2 coolant reservoirs. Lots of coolant flowing through this thing. So this reservoir. Get all some of the preliminaries done here in the engine bay at least. Yeah, so we put the stage 1 in this one as well. 9%. We're gonna go the same thing on this one. We do need to get it to a 3-star. Over here. So it'll be a stage 1 3-star. I got the wrong stinking, you piece of crap. I did. So you know what? We're gonna hold on to this one. I got the type A instead of B. And I kept telling myself that too, didn't I? Not a big deal. We'll hold this on to for another build. Let's put this into warehouse 1. Yeah, so I made the point, I guess as far as last time, about the brake servo being over here. Now, the way this servo works, this is usually attached to a pedal. So the fact that they got it on this side, this makes no sense. As far as to put the brake servo on this side. Now, I don't know if that's the way it is in reality, but this definitely doesn't make any sense to have that over here. So with that, we're going to need a brake servo. So we're going to have to fix this pump. And we also need a module. We'll get this fixed up. Okay, that's done. So we need power steering reservoir. We need a bug juice container. Yeah. And I think that's going to be the last thing in the engine bay itself, besides getting the suspension done. So let's go ahead, fix up the radiator. Probably going to need to get the fan shroud and all that stuff for it. Shroud, there we go. So that'll complete the radiator. So that's pretty much everything preliminary in there. We need to work on this suspension though. Do that next. Subframe's even repairable. Awesome sauce. Alright, let's go get those fixed. We put a huge chunk of change as far as into this Hellcat build though. Huge chunk of change. So we're gonna need 8 rubber bushings based on this setup. Alright, we need to machine our rotors. Okay, let's get some new pads. And we need to take our strut assemblies apart. Pretty good shape, I guess, as far as, but I think we'll get these replaced. Okay, those are back together. We should have everything we need to get this front end back together. Subframe, refurbished. Bushings, all brand new. Cool, now we're ready for tires. Good deal. Speaking of tires, let's go take these apart. I think the one rim's probably going to be shot. Gotta keep it separated. This one looks like it's in good shape. Let's go fix the one that we can fix. And we gotta buy ourselves a new rim. And we'll probably have to paint it too. So, let's go ahead. Where my rims at? So we got a new one of these. So it's gotta be a 20-incher. I don't think I'll put slicks on it right away. That was something I was thinking about. Go just put the standard race tire on it. So we'll do 2, 305, 35. Another 2,000 credits to get the parts for some tires. Right, let's get those put on and put it together. Install, yes please. Get those put on. Got a good chunk of change, I guess, as far as in tires and one rim so far. Okay, that pretty much takes care of the front end. Now, let's go ahead and get this engine put in. We got to work on the rear end yet, for sure. Let's see what this looks like in the engine bay with our new build. Let's get this off the stand. There it is, 100% green build. Our new Hellcat. It looks pretty good in there. She looked good in there. Yeah, I like it better with the red head covers on it. Makes it look more mean. Button up the bottom end, and after we get that on the front end, we'll get the rear end taken out. Alright, we'll get with the exhaust gets as far as in a bit. Let's do this rear end now. Get the tires off. Let's go ahead and get what we can fixed over here. Now let's take a look. I know I'm going to need some rubber bushings. Let's go back to this store. So we got 8 of these. And we got some rotors here to get re-machined. Cool. So all the rotors are machinable. That's pretty cool. Alright, now we should have pretty much everything. Get this rear end back together. Get a new fuel tank. We'll get a performance pump. So I'll put that on the list actually too. Go ahead and get that to 3-star. Brand new. And our fuel pump to a 3-star. Performance. So we need a battery. Get ourselves a battery out of the warehouse. This one we're not going to sell. We're going to have the 2 different challengers. One very high performance and one still got some performance too, but just not as much. Alright, we need to deal with these tires. And the rims. This rim should be okay to repair. Hey, that rim is actually repairable. So both back tires are repairable. Rims anyway. Alright, cool. Now I'll get some new tires for those. So another 2,000 credits for those. Yowza. Spent some money on this Challenger Hellcat. Alright, so put our tires on. So it's the same size tire all the way around all 4 corners. Get some performance exhaust on this thing. Let's go ahead and get those to a 2 to 3-star. There we go. Let's get those put in. So we've spent 8,000 scrap points to get as far as to get this to where it is so far. Okay, keeping a rough tally on that. Okay, so that's all done. Sweet. Now let's get this on the ground. I need to weld this frame. Okay, so she's welded. So just to confirm, 100%. We got some body panels to fix up. The interior is in really good shape. Might just leave it that way. Body panels, we can fix some of these up. Okay, cool. So I think I'm gonna need new, get some new tail lights. Get all these body panels put back on. Okay, so we got this one brand new. This one we need to get. So that's gonna be this guy. Yeah. Put that in. Cool. Rear bumper. That's refurbished. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's see what kind of shape we're in now. So pretty much in the green. So 87% on the body. I'm thinking part of that is for the plate. So I want to check the windshield and the back window. Okay, we'll replace that. And the back window. That should get a little bit more green. Cool, let's see how we did there. So we didn't put the plate back on there, so that's going to contribute to where our status is. 90%. Alright, that's much better. Interior's still in pretty good shape. Pretty much everything in the green. I like it. So this one originally had 75,000 miles on it. Engine wasn't in bad shape because as far as considering. So what are we worth now? Holy mackerel. So we put quite a bit in performance parts. Way more than the standard parts, actually. Holy mackerel. We bought it for 43. It's now worth almost 168. All the performance parts into it. So in comparison, this one doesn't have as much in performance parts. 137,000. So yeah, so if you compare, I guess, as far as the performance parts, if we were to get that to the same level, yeah, it'd be about the same. So really about the only thing different with this one in comparison is just the wide body. Pretty much just the wide body. So there you have it. We gotta get some juices into this thing. Okay. So there's all the juices, yeah. I think we're good. Let's do some tests on this thing. Didn't miss anything, so that's good. We want to get this thing over to the dyno. I'm going to get this ECU calibrated because it's probably going to take me a minute. We're going to leave... Oh, this has got an 8-speed in it. Holy crap. I didn't realize it had an 8-speed in it. We're going to leave this one alone. So it's got a 262 gear. Alright, so let's do ECU. Let's bring this down. There we go. Hey, that was simple. So, why doesn't it work that way every time? If it worked that way every time, that would be phenomenal. So we did get it to 7% on this Type B, Stage 1. Cool. Yeah, so we're going to leave the gears alone for, at least for now. See what we get out of this thing. So Jackdaw wasn't too far off. Pretty darn close to 1400 horsepower. Holy smokes. I mean, I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. So we are Class A 627. I kind of figured that would be a little bit higher, I guess, as far as on the drag rating, quite honestly, but almost 1400 horsepower. Wild. All right, so I'm gonna take this over to the strip and see what she can do. Try our Hellcat out. Gotta have some fun with her. Oh yeah. Okay, let's see what our Hellcat can do here now with her next to 1400 horsepower. I wonder what else we'd have to apply to this besides slicks to get this rating up higher. I feel like we got quite a bit of performance parts into this thing. I kind of figured this would be higher. Interesting though. All right, let's do 1-1 on the quarter mile. So we get to go against the Turbo Camaro. It's got a good chunk of performance there. So we almost got nearly 100%. So we're basically double the engine that we had. That's wild. So 200 went to Brent Lindemann. GG's there, Brent. All right, let's go ahead. Good prediction there, Brent Lindemann. You know what? I'm going to stay in this view. I like this cockpit. Let's see if we can beat the Turbo Camaro. Oh my goodness. Might have to fine tune that gearbox. So I kind of fluttered the shifts there against the bar a little bit. Holy smokes. I think we might have had something for this Camaro. I think I got to tweak on that gearbox a little bit. The first two gears are a little bit fluttery. For lack of a better way to put it. Let's try that one again. Yeah, the shifts are really, really quick. Wait, what? Oh, I guess I jumped it. Did I red light it? I guess I red lighted it. My bad. Yep, I did. Okay, trying to get used to the shift point on this thing. Not bad, and once you know, I guess, as far as that you gotta shift it really quick, I guess, as far as on the first two gears. And it still beat us, okay. So, they're not beating us by much, though. I don't even know much more we can do that, so we could probably put, like a stage 2 or stage 3. Yeah, so that's something else, I guess, I just thought of, I guess, as far as I didn't put. We got the stage 1 to a 3-star ECU. Okay, so that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's see what else we can go against. So we can go against the Turbo. Keep rolling, rolling. Yeah, we definitely did. We finally got it rolling. We got it rolling here on the strip. So we're gonna go against the supercharged LS C1 Resto mod. So the Turbo beat us. Let's see if this guy does. Okay, we beat that guy. We're getting really good reaction times. I think I'm going to try and fine tune on that gearbox. I think those first two gears are just a tad too short. Just a tad. So, just the Turbo and the C1? Oh, here we go. This ought to be a good one. So the Tempesta. I think this Tempesta is going to whip our butt, but we're going to give it a shot, though. Yeah, here we go. Let's see if we can beat the Tempesta. Anticipated her a little bit. Come on, baby. Hey, we're catching it. I think we're definitely catching it. 10-3 to a 10-4. Good, buddy. Nice. We got a fast low hot rod here, so that's a turbo, the Z01, turbo, rest of mod. Ooh, we got our turbo V8 special, I guess, as far as that we got for the Supra. Now, the other turbo Camaro, I guess, as far as beat us, it's very possible this turbo Supra can beat us. V8 special, turbo. This thing's got a lot of giddy up on it, that's for sure. Wow. So pretty much all the turbos are beating us. He was a 674, 627. We might have to step it up and put the bigger ECU in this thing. We can't take that, I guess, as far as we gotta put the better ECU in this thing. V8 special, turbo, resto mod, drag car. So supercharged, old school supercharged, I guess, as far as Nova drag car. Let's try this one out. See what this guy can do to us. Ooh, kind of slipped on the shifts there. Definitely beat that, even though I slipped on the shifts there a little bit. Alright, what else? Oh, Street Custom. So we already beat the one Supercharged LS. These got slicks on it. I don't know what the other Supercharged LS had. Let's see. Trying to get a feel for this thing. So far the turbos for sure are beating us. I need to shake out these red lights though, that's for sure. Okay, I'm happy with that. Really good reaction times there too, I like it. So, solid 10.5 second car. Solid. Alright, let's go take this back to the house, and I want to fine tune on this, if nothing else, this gearbox. Let's get over here and fine tune on this gearbox. Hard to believe that this thing's got eight gears, like holy smokes. Even our Camaro only has 6. Let's try that out. At least on paper, that sounds good. Let's go ahead and give her another run here. So we're more or less just testing out the first 2 gears at this point. Oh, so we get to go against this guy again. Cool. Yeah, so I feel like if we put the 3-stage onto that, we're going to be very limited on who we can compete against. We're going to shake out those red lights. Still a little bit sloppy, I guess, as far as on the 2 shifts, but yeah. I have extremely bad news. What about that? I don't want bad news. I don't want any bad news. So the Street Custom. Now, last we were beating this guy. Let's try this guy. So I wonder if we'll still get the turbos. You only have 1 beer. That is devastating, actually. Better drink it. Just milk it. Just milk it. Or either that or you have to go on a beer run. One of the 2. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. Got to stop on the way home. I mean, you just took advantage of that getting out early, I guess, as far as that, didn't even think about it. Where was your head at? That's all I can ask you there. You get out early, that should be the first thing on your mind. I need to go get some beer. Whether or not you know you got beer at home or not. You always pick up some beer when you get out early. Good news is, all these itchy stuff off. Right, got the shower in. Nice. This turbo. So this turbo is beating us. We know this. Yeah, I'm thinking no more than the stage 2 ECU. And even with that, I'm hoping it doesn't thin out who we can actually compete against. Hey, we actually... Nice, so a 627 to a 627. So we did beat the turbo. I wonder if by adjusting that... Wow, that's interesting. So we did beat that guy. This one's got slicks on it. This one beat us before. Let's see if we're... Are we still beating him? Let's go. We gotta know. We gotta find out. Anticipation. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Nah, he got us. He had the slicks on it, too. We might have to put the slicks on the back of this thing. In fact, that might be what I'll do as far as just put the slicks on the rear. Might even put some wide boys on it, too. I think that'll help us a lot for beating this one, because he's not beating us by much. By maybe a tenth. I think if we put the slicks on the rear, I think that might fix that. That way we don't have to go too far overboard with the performance parts going to stage 2. If they were beating us by a lot more, I could see going stage 2. So he's got race stars and we got race stars. So I think it's the ones with the slicks that are beating us the most. Oh, dang it. This thing's got a lot of giddy up. She got some giddy up in this Hellcat. Just a little bit of a flutter in third gear. Yep, that one beat us. Not by much. 10.628. Just, oh, we were dead even. Dead freaking even. Yeah, I think if we put the slicks on ours, we should be in better shape. I think that's what we'll do. We'll put the slicks on the rear. I'll make it a little bit wider. Put some thick meats in the back. Yeah, and then I want to fix also that that third gear. Second gear should be fine, but I think it's more or less third gear. It's got a little bit of a flutter. Okay, so let's fine tune on this third gear. I'll leave that at 50. I might actually... Let's do this. Do a 20-mile-an-hour spread there. 92. Let's try that. So I know it's more in third gear, but I think it's because of that transition between second to third. It's creating that flutter. So now we got about a 20-mile-an-hour spread, I guess, as far as between those first three. That should work. Try that out. Okay, let's go put some slicks on the rear of this thing. Get her over on the B. Or not to be. And let's check out these tires. Go ahead and get those, and we'll put these on our new rims. Cool, get those put on. $335s, yep, that's the ones we want. So just a smidge wider. Definitely have to get her re-dynoed. Yeah, it sticks out just enough. I like it. So let's see what we get this time, just out of curiosity. May not change there, but we want our rating should have went up with the slicks, if nothing else. Yep, definitely brought our drag rating up. 736 from, what was it, 627? So yeah, definitely went up quite a bit. Still the same amount of horsepower though. The only thing that really increased was our drag rating with the slicks on it now. Sweet. Time to take her to the strip and see what she can do. Let's go give her a shot. Alright, here we go. Quarter mile. Let's still get the rest of the mod. I want the turbos. Tempesta. So this one was beating us. Let's try the Tempesta. This one was previously beating us. Let's see what happens now. Oh, that's a lot smoother. I like it. On the shifting, anyway. Yeah, we fine-tuned on that gearbox really well. I mean, still beating us, but we did get into, knocked off a good 4/10, I guess, as far as off our time. Yeah, I don't think we would have been able to beat that Tempest at all. Irregardless. That Tempest is just fast. Not unless we change our ECU, which I'm really debating whether or not to do that. Because I don't want to reduce how many cars we can compete against. Oh, we actually get the Colton this time. We weren't getting that before. That's a turbo-powered Colton. Check it out. Wait, I'm not competing because I'd be in bad shape with these red lights. Oh, come on now. I know this thing's got a lot of giddy up, but good grief. There she goes. So we're solid into the just over 10 seconds. So we did shave off a good 4/10. But these cars here got something to say, I guess, as far as about that. Okay. I'm not angry about it. So these got some slicks on it, 14%. This one was beating us. So let's see if with our slicks will fit. Able to beat it this time. These daggone red lights, man. Oh, 10-1-1-5. Look at that, dead even again. Dead stinking even. Can you believe it? I wonder if we need to put slicks on the front. Do we need to put slicks on the front? Probably. I think we need to put slicks all the way around on that thing. We need to get an advantage on this this deal. Well, the rest of mod, this guy, I think was beating us previously. If it's still beating us. Yep. 1065. Holy crap. That margin though. I think if we put the slicks on the back, this would be a really good race. 752 to a 736. I think we put slicks on the front. I might even put slightly narrower tires in the front. If we go slicks on that. Maybe. If nothing else, we still go the same with. Dang it, these margins of... So there's the base Pagani. We already went against the Tempest, though. Let's see if the base Pagani gets as far as beats us. Of the Hyra. See, even the base Hyra beats us. Both the Tempest and the base Hyra gets as far as beat us. 10-046 by a good margin. Yep. Those Paganis are just really, really fast. They're better than 10 seconds, and we're just not there. I think I've got a pretty good feel where we're at, and I think I need to put some slicks on the front. Let's go take this to the back of the house and put some slicks on the front. Let's go do that. And let's deal with the front tires. Put some slicks on that. And I'll do the same thing like I did in the back. We'll keep these, so we'll have a whole set for a wide body Challenger. Yeah. Let's take these off. There we go. Get that down on the ground. Let's go take this over the dyno and see what we get this time. Yeah, so really got the gearbox dialed in too. I'm gonna leave that alone. We went from 7, so not a whole lot more, I guess, as far as on the front tires. Went up a little bit, but not a whole lot in comparison. So there. Try this out at the strip now. Now that we got her dynoed officially. Good deal. All right, so let's do quarter mile. That's the amount I want. The. There we go. Well, this one was beating us previously. See if we got the edge now. Probably not, because they're going to be well under 10 seconds yet. There they go. And that is why we have one of those in our own garage. Those things are just fast. Yeah, so we're still just above 10 seconds. Still a solid car. So we got our V8 Special Turbo. This one's beating us. Let's see if we can beat it yet. I really don't want to have to put the Stage 2 ECU in this thing. I really don't. But I might have to. We did beat it. Sweet. So what kind of tires did that have? We definitely got a little bit more of an advantage on this one though. He was at a 690, we're at a 736. And this one did have slicks on it. So we're beating that one, I guess, as far as with all slicks on ours, so I'm happy about that. The Pagani with the slicks, definitely not beating in that. What about the Turbo Camaro? That one has sports. Okay, so we're gonna try, hopefully get one with a sport, race, and slick. All the different tire trims. Okay, we're beating that one. I think we're going in the right direction. So that's with the sport tires on it. So the Camaro Turbo with the sport tires. There's the one with the slick. So we'll try the one with the slicks. See if we can beat the one with the slicks. If we can beat this one, I feel like we really got something. Ah! Dissipated it. Come on, baby. Yes. Okay, we really got something with this one here now. We've got the advantage now against even the Turbo Camaro with the slicks. I'm happy for that result. So both the V8 Special Turbo Supra and this car. Pagani's, I don't think we're going to be able to touch them. So that's going to be our nemesis, I guess, as far as for with this ride. Is the Pagani's. We're already beating this guy. So this Supra's got the slicks. Alright, let's just confirm. So this one's got the slicks on it. I think this one, if we do slip, I guess as far as on reaction time or the shifting or anything like that, it could still beat us. For sure. But I kind of like it that tight. Gotta hit all your marks. Here we go. Yes. Cool. Yeah, I'm feeling good about this car now. So we can beat all of the turbos with the slicks on it, with the exception to the Pagani. So what I noticed, and so far we're not getting the Koenigsegg. I got the so between the Koenigsegg and the Pagani, those will probably still beat us. Let's see if we can get the Koenigsegg. There's the Koenigsegg. So there's the turbo powered with the slicks. This car is probably still going to beat us. I don't doubt that. This is just like the Pagani where it's getting better than 10 seconds. And I'm okay with that. Here we go. Nope. Starting to get a little bit better with the not getting the red light. Nope. Yeah, that thing is just... The Pagani and the Koenigsegg are going to kick our butt. Yeah, they're definitely going to kick our butt here regardless. So 10, slept there a little bit, but yeah, the fact that it's well below 10 seconds on both the Pagani and the Koenigsegg. Unless we were to put the stage 2 ECU in it, that's the only way we're going to beat it. But I don't want to. I like it this where it's at. So I think we're just going to leave it that way. These cars are just super duper fast. That's all. That's nothing to be said more to that. So, with that being said, let's do this with a quarter mile on the A. Yeah. Alright, so do we have any... Oh, we do have some Pagani's in here. We got a Tempesta. That's... Okay. We know what this thing can do. We've beaten pretty much all the turbos, even with the slicks. The only one that's really going to be a problem for us is probably this Tempesta. So first car we're going up against is a Turbo Camaro with the sport tires. We've proven ourselves as far as to be able to beat this in practice. So in practice we've been able to beat it. We're going to use that as a judgment. Got a feeling we're probably going to have to go against at least one of those Pagani's. So either the base Pagani or the Tempesta. Now, just to reiterate too, as far as if I do red light, we're going to start it over. We'll leave the prediction where it's at, and we're just going to start fresh. Okay, here we go. Ow! What do I do? Alright, so we're going to start it over. Ow, dang it anyway. Last say again. Trying it again. So here's our... So now we got a Koenigsegg. Pagani, so I was just looking to see what we got here. So the only thing different that I see in this lineup is the Koenigsegg is in there now, as opposed to also the Pagani. Yeah, we could be in trouble. So again, we're gonna leave this prediction the way it was. You see the lineup there. It's only adding in a Koenigsegg. What I see. So we're going to go up against a C1 Resto mod. Alright, so same rules apply, I guess, as far as here. If I red light, we'll start it over. Should be pretty good to go against the C1 though, rest of the mod. Which is just the supercharged LS. Alright, here we go. Don't red light, you big dummy. Could be good on that one. Awesome, first race in the books. Yeah, we'd be by a pretty large margin, just on that supercharged LS. Okay, there's our first race. So our next race, going up against the Tempesta. Oh boy, we could be knocked out in this race. Yeah, so just as we saw in practice there, it doesn't matter what trim of tire this thing has, it just beats us. It's got a good 10-second run on it. There we go. This, like I said, it might be a gimme for all you folks that participated on the prediction. Come on, baby. Oh, I thought for sure. Thought maybe we might have had something for him. Nope. Pretty darn close, though. That was a good run. That's a really good run. We almost had something for him right there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and bet on these here. So I'm going to go Consoning on this one. These things are just fast. 500's a bet. Yeah, let's do that one. And for this one, we're going to go Tempesta. Gotta go Tempesta. Alright, see how we did. Nope. And yes, okay, we were 50-50. And we'll go Tempesta. All of our chips on the Tempesta. Oh, it actually lost. Holy smokes, that's amazing. I think we've got a solid build here with this this Hellcat. I like it. We could probably do something with the other Challenger. Maybe max this one out and get the other one to this level. You know, we could do that too. There's room, I guess, as far as to do that types of things. So yeah, I'm kind of liking the options that we have for between the two Challengers. Let's go move this back to B. Nice. Yeah, I think this worked out really, really nice. I think what I would really like to do is get into working on probably this Toyota Supra. We've been having this in our project garage for a while. Also, I'm kind of on a toss-up between this guy and this one here, being able to max out the performance on this guy as far as on this trim. So you want to see the Eclipse. Alright, so we'll get this one out, move this to the garage, get our Eclipse out. There it is. Now, this one was salvaged, I think. It was a barn. Okay, never mind. It was a barn find. We got it for, we're in the hole a little bit, 23. So we're probably going to keep this car, probably for fair mention. Definitely needs a bath. We'll give her a bath. And she's a nice metallic red. Check it out. Some blue seats. Interesting. Let's clean out the interior. We want to have the dual overhead cam. 4x4, so not the single. Right. I did take that into account too. So in order to get all that performance potentially out of it, we have to use this engine. So we'll probably just pull this one out, fix up what we can, and just sell it. And then we'll just build one of these. Because I doubt it we're going to be able to use it, because we already determined this previously. Because this is a totally different engine build, you're not going to be able to use this block to be able to do that. Alright, so we got this all cleaned up. Let's put this on to A. So yeah, very good point, I guess, as far as that we do have to do the particular engine build for it. So with that, we're going to go ahead and pull this out, fix up what we can, and go from there. So our inventory is clear. Now we can start working on our Mitsubishi. And let's get this engine pulled out of here. Yank her out. Wait, what? Oh, we gotta take the gearbox. Oh, okay. Yep. Cool. Alright, she's out of there. Big hole in there now. Let's get this on the stand. So what all I'm going to do here is just pull apart what we can. We'll get it fixed up and put it back together, and we'll sell it as a whole. There might be some parts that we can use. So I guess whatever we have left on it to build the dual overhead cam, we'll put together on this one, on this block, and then we'll just sell it. So I don't know if there's any parts necessarily on this one that we can use for the dual overhead cam. But if there is, we'll use them. And our block is in good shape too. Alright, cool. We'll get these fixed up. Alright, so we got that all fixed up. Alright, so let's get this back on the stand. So let's do... We'll go ahead and sell this guy. And if we have to, we just sell that separate. So where's that engine? Let's sell that one as complete. 2707, that sounds good. And we'll go ahead and sell this guy along with it. We need to build... Gotta check the swap here again. So 363 was the original for the single overhead cam. So we're gonna build this inline 4 dual overhead cam 4x4. That's what we want to put here on the stand. So let's create engine. Gotta find it on here. So inline 4 dual overhead cam 4x4. That's this guy. That's the one we want to build. So with that, we're gonna have to buy these parts. So again, just in the essence of time, we're going to have to just buy the parts we need to build this engine. Buy the block. That's not too shabby. Okay, let's get that on the stand. So there's our base, I guess, as far as for our dual overhead cam engine. And just as we figured, so crank. Get that. Can't get a performance one of those, I'm assuming, so I'll go with that. Flywheel, we already put that on the other car, so we'll have to get in there. So we'll want to get performance on this one. Let's get those upgraded to 3-star. Flywheel. And we'll just get them on there as we go along. Okay, and I think we are good. Right side up. So we got our front end, top end, injectors are in there. Fuel filter, back end, bottom end, front end, all here. Cool. Alright, let's leave that on there for a second. Over here, let's do some preliminaries on this. So, fuse panel is going to be another thing, so yeah, we didn't have a cover. Let's get a cover. Probably need some clips too, I'm sure. Okay, let's get this up here so we can get that intercooler in. There it is. 3-star intercooler. Okay, so we're not worried about the suspension and all that stuff yet. At least not for now. We got this all built. Grab our crane. Head over to A. And slap her in. 100% green build. Confirmed. So let's move this out of the way. Now, we gotta button up the bottom end. Now, we'll probably do gearbox and exhaust and all that too. Okay, and then we got our drive shaft. Okay, so 3-star downpipe. Catalytic converter, 3-star. Okay, and then we got our mid muffler, exhaust pipe, 3-star. And then the rear muffler, that should be the last of the exhaust. 3-star rear muffler. Let's replace this tank. So that tank is kind of nasty. Get a new one of those from this store. Okay, so we tried to use as much that we had in the warehouse as possible. Worked out pretty good. I did miss getting the standard ignition coils in there though, that's the only thing. So we got 3-star performance fuel pump. Okay, I think we got all the performance parts that we can get in here to a 3-star. I think we're good. Let's get some juices into this thing. Fuse panel? Does it not have a fuse panel? Gotta have a fuse panel. It's like it's up under the dash. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's do unmount all of this stuff. Cool. I think we should be good to go. We got all the juices in there. Let's see if we can do some tests on it. Ah, crud. Oh, starter. I did miss the starter. There we go. Okay, let's see how we did now. There we go. Yep, just needed a starter. Alright, so we got all the tests done. I gotta get some tires on this thing. We're missing 2 front tires. What size do we have here? I'm just gonna put some temporaries on here. So we need 20-inch rims. Oh, 18 on the front, 20-inch on the back. Okay, we'll get some 18-inchers. So let's go here. Oh, I got these 20-inchers right here. Okay, that'll work. Yeah, so I didn't want to put the slicks on there, because I feel that would have at least affect the drag rating. So we'll just put these on here for now. So we'll put these 20-inchers on here for now. These are just going to be temporary. Just temporary. That looks funny looking on that car, but it's good for now. It's good just to be in a temporary sense. So at least we'll have 20-inch tires on both front and the back. So typically, as far as these have an 18-inch rim on the. But yeah, this to be able to get her on the ground and get her over to the dyno. Now, what I'll probably do too, just for the sake of it, we'll go ahead and weld the frame. Alright, let's go ahead and weld her up. Not bad. Get that grain at least anyway. Alright, we're good to go. Alright, here we go. We didn't fix up the whole body, but at least we got some tires on it to be able to get her on the dyno. We got as much performance parts as we can in it. What is this thing worth right now? Just out of curiosity. We are worth... Holy mackerel. We're not even done with it. Not even done with it, I guess, as far as that. We more than doubled, I guess, as far as what we paid for it. Just by putting all the performance parts into it. Probably need to calibrate this ECU. Hold on. Get some of this preliminary done. Okay, now be good to me now. Do that. There we go. Not worried about the gearbox. Gearbox should be fine. Is the performance one for sure. Alright, here we go. Oh, forgot the drive shaft. Damn it. Should be all set now. I'm kind of excited to see this. So 1500 was my guess. It's about double the power. Holy crap! That's only with the stage 1 ECU. That's only with the stage 1, so it already maxed out on the drag rating. That is freaking nuts. I can just imagine what we get, I guess, as far as we put that stage 3. I can totally see it being able to get to 2000. No problem. That was nuts. This stands to reason here, folks. If you're looking for a really small car, small engine, budget build, I guess, as far as like, go with this thing. I don't feel like I put a whole lot of money into that thing, I guess, as far as just to get it to that, either. Yeah, we're still $1.3 million. I don't even think I put maybe 20,000 into that, as it stands. That's wild, I guess, as far as how much deals you can get out of it. So yeah, I can totally see, I guess, as far as being able to put the stage 3 on that and just get stupid amounts of horsepower. So let's get this back over to A with that being said. Yeah, that was a heck of a speed run build, I guess, as far as on that deal. We'll definitely be getting back into that. I'm kind of curious to see what this can do against like the Paganis. I'm really curious. Just being able to get that much performance out of this thing, that's pretty fantastic. I hope you all have a marvelous rest of your Monday. Not so much of a gloomy Monday. And hopefully to see you again real soon here, folks.